Palestinian activist who helped lead Columbia University student encampment last year will remain in federal immigration custody in Louisiana. Today, a Manhattan federal judge did not rule on Mahmoud Khalil's request to be moved closer to his home in New York. The judge did, however, allow Khalil's lawyers to have at least 2 phone calls a day with their client. I want to bring in CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman, who was in the courtroom today. Katrina, this involves someone who has green card status, legal permanent resident of this country, and faces deportation via an edict from the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. How did that influence the conversation and the legal dynamic in the courtroom today?
Major, it's great to join you. The real issue that was discussed in court today as a threshold one was jurisdiction, where this should even be heard, because the government says that the Southern District of New York is not the correct forum for this. They claim that either it should be in New Jersey or in Louisiana. Mahmoud Khalil is currently in an ICE detention center in Louisiana that he was transferred to. I've been told it's also notorious for its abuses of immigrants who are detained there. And he was briefly, after his arrest in New York, brought to New Jersey. And apparently that's where he was when his lawyers filed their habeas petition for his release. That was at 4:40 a.m. the morning that he was arrested. So a real question is going to be, does this judge have jurisdiction here?
So it sounds, Katrina, like we really didn't get to the nuts and bolts legal arguments here. Is this a free speech matter? Does the government need to call Khalil a criminal, or at least allege some underlying crime other than organizing protests? It's still about where those arguments will be heard, not that they occurred themselves. Is that right?
Major, you're absolutely right. And twice in court today, in fact, the judge gave them an option. He said, do you want to discuss the merits of this case? And the sides did not take him up on it. But I did actually just obtain a government filing that says the basis on which they want to remove Mahmoud Khalil, which we had heard was likely. And that is this provision of the Immigration and Nationality Act that says the Secretary of State has the right to remove someone if they believe that their presence or activities in the United States are adverse to U.S. foreign policy. So this is the reason that they are giving, Major.
Katrina Kaufman with that legal information and perspective. Thank you very much.
Thank you.